Hello everyone, Dan Keep with Kune Physiology. More today is day 2 of Philosophies and Concepts of JKD, which is short for Jeet Kune. Those of you who do not know. So if you ever hear anyone talk about JKD, that is Jeet Kune. So there are several things I'd like to go over this week, and I want to just kind of break it down piece by piece. One thing I want to say is one thing that looking back, all the studies, all the Bruce Lee books I've read, the documentaries, all the videos, all the little clips and everything, one thing that I actually just came about my mind today is this. Okay, some believe that when he trained that he did not sometimes, probably majority of the time, as many calories as he burned, he did not consume enough calories. Which he had the right mindset of that, only put to your body what it requires. So if you're going to do intense exercise for a week, don't put as much in your body. If you're going to do intense exercise, okay, put more into your body. However, I think he was a little bit too health conscious as far as focusing on minimal things to eat. Yes, he did eat. He did consume carbohydrates, fats, proteins, all that good stuff. He even actually ate. He was really big on organ meats, which are very good, healthy sources of fat. Iron and things like that, and other nutrients. And yes, it is a good fats. However, his overall total caloric intake greatly, excuse me, let me say it like this. His overall calorie expenditure greatly just completely dominated what he put into his body. And here's what I'm getting at with this. He taught and trained his body to be able to work at peak performance on little to nothing in his body to burn, because by the time he's halfway through his day, his calories from the prior day are completely just destroyed. Okay, now here's what I mean by this. Okay, I have actually done, those of you who follow my videos for a while, I actually had previously, it's probably, I said I finished it up like maybe a year or a year and a half ago. Did intermittent fasting for about 9 months. I learned a lot from that, and also since then I've been doing some little tweaks with what I consume and whatnot. No, I'm not starving myself by any means, but I'm actually kind of doing some things here and there. But what I have done unintentionally is, by this little experimentation process, is I have actually trained my body to be able to thrive off very little calories. But I know how to do it because of all the science, all the research I've done, the fact that I've studied nutrition and fitness for 24 years, and I've delved beyond the realm of what most people do. Not saying I know more than anyone else, but I'm just saying I brought in my mind much more than probably what the average nutritionist and or nutrition enthusiast has. Okay, what am I getting at with this? What I'm getting at is this. Okay, so I've trained my body to, not just now, but throughout the 15 years consistently that I've trained in martial arts, and prior to that, the years that were not so as consistent, I have actually taught my body to be able to work peak performance with little to nothing in my tank. Here's the advantage of that. Disadvantage, okay, yeah, you want to be very careful, and it does take a science. The advantage of that is the simple fact of this. Okay, since I've done that, now I've actually found out recently, when I've intentionally consumed larger amounts of calories, mainly good sources of carbohydrates, just a little bit of protein, because I usually get plenty of protein, plenty of healthy fats, but just by amping up my carbohydrates, it's not just the whole calorie expenditure, it's not the fact of having the extra carbohydrates, it's the fact that my body is used to being trained, I trained my body to be used to be able to perform at my peak level with little to nothing. So the fact when I get more nutrition or more calories or more carbohydrates to burn in my body, guess what? It's literally like feeding at a bonfire. It's like bam, bam, bam. And it has honestly changed my mindset on a lot of things to help you and realize that we are much greater. Excuse me, back up a little bit. Sorry. We are much more capable of greater things than we ever thought possible in every single way. So the idea of Jeet Kune is always bettering yourself, finding your own way is way. This is what I found. You might be struggling with something in your life. The moment that you actually start maybe kind of trailing off a little bit, but not overthinking it, not working too hard, maybe just kind of like work on something, take your time away from whatever it is you're focusing on right now. Set something aside. So let's say there's 2 things you want to work on. There's something you've been working, just pounding in your head, and maybe it's a physical activity you've been doing for the last 6 months. But yeah, there's this thing over here that you hardly worked on at all, but this is the other thing you want to do. Sometimes just simply coming away from the one you've been working hard on, really, really hard on, and just coming away from it even for a few days, a week, whatever it is, this can help you figure out the original one that you honestly were working on. So there are lots of different concepts I could go over. There's so many things running in my head, so I'm trying to stay focused, trying to keep it simplistic and not get over here and over there and over there. The whole idea of this message today is, number one, we are much more capable of greater things than we ever thought possible. Number two, a lot of times things are different as they seem. The things are not always as they seem. That can be a positive and negative. And the third thing is, sometimes we just need to take a little bit break from something to be able to get better and improve ourselves in the ways we really want to. So let's get stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there, get your ass up, smash the punch, kick that like button, just don't break it. Get out and do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Get your ass up, push yourself, and remember, ask yourself, what have you done today to push yourself and grind and embrace that discomfort? Let's go.